Hi, I'm Amy from Griffin TV, here with Phillip Phillips in Montante Cultural Center. You had a band in the beginning with your sister and your brother-in-law.
Yes.
What made you want to try out for American Idol?
Well, that's this guy named Casey Abrams from season 10 tried out. I never watched the show. I wasn't really a big fan of the show because it was a very pop show. But he really brought a lot of jazz to it and did his own thing. And I really respected that. So that kind of gave me the idea to try out for it and didn't expect anything to happen. So it's pretty cool.
So now that you're touring, do your brother-in-law and sister come with you?
Oh no, they're back at home right now, but you never know what the future might hold. Maybe soon.
How does your family feel about your new fame?
I don't know. I don't know if because I don't feel famous, and I don't think they really, think I'm too famous or anything. So when I go home, we just have a good time and kind of chill out, eat a lot of food, and so we just have a good time. Just have a lot of family time.
What's your favorite memory from being on American Idol?
My favorite memory? Whew, man, I don't know. It was tough. Yeah, I guess meeting like the mentors every week was pretty cool. Some of them I wasn't too excited to meet, but there's Stevie Nicks was really cool, and Gwen Stefani, she was very sweet. A few other people. It was just just being in the same room as those type of artists is pretty cool.
How did it feel when your song Home got really big and was used to promote the Olympics?
I didn't expect it. It was. I remember getting through with a show one night, and I got on Twitter, and people were tweeting me like, "Oh my gosh, heard your song on the Olympics." I was like, "Oh my gosh," and it was it was. I was very surprised, and I'm very thankful. So it helped the song out a lot.
Do you have a favorite song to perform?
I don't know. It changes. I like "Man on the Moon" and "Hold On" and "Tell Me a Story." But it just changes depending on the mood. Where we're playing.
You write a lot of your own songs. Where do you get your inspiration?
I don't know. Like it's some life experiences, and some I try to, I like to put myself in other people's positions. If they're going through a hard time, and I try to understand what they're going through, and see how I would, take it, and so that kind of comes out in some writing as well.
What is your songwriting process like? Do you write the words or the melody?
Usually the music comes first, not all of the music, but the idea, and then try to write some lyrics, or sometimes I'll just write lyrics. It's just different. It's a headache all the time. Just about every now and then, I've written a couple songs that come pretty fast, but it's kind of a headache, because you don't want it to suck.
So do you like writing opposed to having other people write for you?
Oh, I love. Yeah, I'd rather write myself. It's cool writing with other people, but I don't want to. I'd rather have input on the song.
When you step on stage, what runs through your mind?
Don't screw up. That's the biggest thing. Don't screw up, and I hope the sound is good. So that's probably the two biggest things.
Are you, at any point, do you kind of ease into it and start to relax?
After the first, it depends on how the first song goes. If the crowd takes it pretty well, then I can kind of relax a little bit and chill. But then if I don't know, then my mind's just still racing, and then I don't know what to do. So I'm still I'm nervous the whole show. But then like I said, if every now and then I can relax.
What does it feel like after you step off the stage?
It feels really good, but it's also like you want to keep playing more because you just had all that energy just come at you. So it's I don't know, it's different. I'm usually sweaty, and so I like to take a shower and then probably go back on stage. But I don't know. Sometimes it feels good after if you have a good show, then you're like just giving high fives everywhere.
What about the first time someone asked you for an autograph? What ran through your mind then?
It was weird. I remember someone asked me even before Idol. Someone asked me for an autograph, and I was like, "What?" I got the look. I said, "You talking about me?" It was me and my brother-in-law, and I said, "Sure." I didn't even know how to sign. I hadn't written in cursive since like third, fourth grade, and so I had to do it. So it's cool meeting people though. It's you get to know different people all the time. So.
So would you say that you're kind of used to it now?
No, because, I don't try not to get used to it because, it could all be gone, tomorrow. So, I just take it all as a blessing and I don't go around asking people if they want an autograph. I try to keep it low key.
Do you find that people like recognize you on the street?
Yeah, sometimes. And it's cool, it's no problem. Only time I have a problem with it is whenever I'm eating. If I like, I'll have food, just stuffing food in my mouth, and they'll say, "Can we get an autograph?" I'm like, sure, hold on a second. So that's probably the only bad time I don't want to do anything.
Do you have a favorite memory with a fan?
Favorite memory? I remember somebody brought some underwear one time. It's like panties. It was very weird. They said, "Can you sign these?" I was like, "Have you worn these?" They said, "No, they're brand new." I'm like, "You smell them first." No, I didn't tell them to do that, but I signed them, so that was a very weird one. And yeah, I didn't know what to do about that one. They asked me to take a picture with it, and I was like, "Okay." I didn't know. It's hard for me to say no to people because I don't want to be rude, and so I did, and it's very strange.
Have you ever had to say no to anyone?
I think so. I'm sure I have, yes. But I rarely do. It's usually other people that say no for me because if you asked me to come running with you right now, I'd probably say yeah. And then I would just look at Mary like, and then she would say, "Oh, you can't." So I can't go running, even though you didn't ask. Just kidding.
I was really looking forward to that run. What are your plans for after this college tour?
I don't know. I think I'm going on tour with Matchbox 20. That's going to be a lot of fun. Rob Thomas, he's one of my heroes. I love his lyrics, and so I'm really looking forward to that. And then after that, going to Europe for a little bit, and coming back and doing some more college shows with a full band. So that's going to be exciting.
Do you like the college as opposed to a different type of bigger tour?
Oh, I love colleges. It's kind of my range of people around the same age, and so it's cool. That's how you build your fan base, in my opinion. And I hope people enjoy the shows and enjoy the music that I have to offer, and maybe we'll build a relationship for years to come.
Now, you were sick when you were on the show American Idol. What keeps you going, or what kept you going then, and what keeps you going now?
I guess just I love playing music, and that's what I always kind of kept in my heart and in my mind on the show. I didn't really want to give up. There's a couple times where I wanted to get out of it on the show, but I had some good people and great doctors helping me out, and so that's kind of what I keep up with. Keep with me on the road, just that I love it. I want to get up there, even though I might be hoarse or I might be hurting or something. So I just you just gotta love it.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. What's up? I'm Phillip Phillips, and you're watching Channel 19.